MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Chris Sale will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Leading off tonight for Seattle, the right fielder, number 31.
Here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss as Game 3 begins with a first pitch strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
To the plate now, Brett Boone, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
In now, Tino Martinez, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. A check on first by Sale, and he's back in standing. Now a chopper to first might only get one. He's got it. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Felix Hernandez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Wade.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Counts even 2-2 to Boggs.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side. I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff, or he's in for a long day.
2-1 now to Mookie.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Hot shot to third. Seager fields it cleanly. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting first, the left fielder, Ted Williams.
Now batting, Ted Williams. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Hernandez looks in. Here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Stepping in, Edgar Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Designated hitter, Edgar Martinez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
3-2, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter. Mike Cameron waits on deck. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That is it. The center fielder,
Standing in, Mike Cameron. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 delivery. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Seager, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Standing in, Randy Wynn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch. Line towards center field. That's in there, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here now is Mike Zunino, as he'll take a look at ball one. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Popped him up. Bonds shading to his right. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Settling in now, Omar Vizquel. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Ready with the 0-2, and he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. The Mariners threaten, but leave them loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Carl Yastrzemski.
The first baseman, Carl Yastrzemski.
Pitch on the way. Ground ball right side. Oh, a diving stop. It's there, and he's out.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
So coming to the plate, Fred Lynn, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Left side. Vizquel picks it up. And no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
And Hernandez will go to first. Runner back safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. David Ortiz comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
The 1-0 delivery. Hard hit toward the hole. The second for one. On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Suzuki.
The right fielder, number 31.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
Pitch on the way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box, Brett Boone, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Windup. Here comes the 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tino Martinez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Edgar Martinez. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Check and a dive, but he's back in to this point. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. Mariners leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
In now, Carlton Fisk. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Taken, strike one, outside corner. Seager at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with two away. Now at the plate, Bobby Doerr.
Second baseman, Bobby Doerr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Mike Cameron.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Cameron, 28 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now that's third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count. Left side, but well foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Here comes another 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
At the plate, Randy Wynn, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here it's strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1 is taken for strike two.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Hit back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Mike Sonnino is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Just gets a piece there at 98 on the gun. It's a foul ball. The 1-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Next up, 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
Nope.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
A ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's it for that.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this will get down and make its way to the monster for extra bases.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Williams.
At the plate now, Ted Williams, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
And it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Pulled toward right center field. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Stepping into the box, Carl Yastrzemski. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First delivery to him on the way. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Fred Lynn pulls this one into the air out into right field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready for another chance? David Ortiz. Hernandez comes set. Here's the first pitch. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for Seattle, the shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Betts. He's there and records the first down. So digging in now, Suzuki, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
1 out, nobody on. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. Next for Seattle, Brett Boone. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Behind 0-2 now.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1-2-3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses, ball 1.
Count 1-0. Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0. Carlton Fisk is on deck. Here it is on 3-0. And he finally gets his sinker over here for a called strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlton Fisk. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's set and the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Now the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
A runner at first with no outs here. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Bobby Doerr, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Doerr, a 32-year-old veteran. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at 3rd now, but there's 2 outs.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Wade Boggs, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from 3rd and get your team back motivated again.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Now the 2-0. 2 outs here with a runner at 3rd. Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Working for the punch out and the offering. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
From the belt, the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Red Sox, but they hold a 2-0 lead. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1-0 the count. Now it's 2-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
In now, Edgar Martinez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Two and two. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Too high. Ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hard on the ground towards short. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
The center fielder, number 44, Mike Cameron.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Mike Cameron. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and into bat next the third baseman Kyle Seager. From the stretch, fouled away. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1 down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. One left for Seattle. They're down 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The 1-0 delivery. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. This is line to left. Wynn has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now at the plate, Ted Williams. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. That evens it up. 1-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Legs churning. He's headed for second, and it bangs off the monster, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. James Paxton, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 65, James Paxton.
Standing in now, Carl Yastrzemski, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. The 1-1 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Comes Back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Fred Lynn, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Lynn, a 27-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Paxton, the former Yankee, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Hit hard to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Riding in once again, Randy Wynn. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Is a fastball that misses. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty B, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Jim Lombard comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 16, Jim Lombard.
Mike Zunino will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This one's down to third. Boggs fields it cleanly. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Striding in, Omar Vizquel. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. None left for Seattle. They trail things here 2-0. Now the Red Sox DH, David Ortiz. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Designated hitter, David Ortiz.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Cameron, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Rico Petrocelli.
Ready once again, Rico Petrocelli. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Popped him up. Martinez is there for it. 2 down.
Now batter.
Stepping up now, Carlton Fisk. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Paxton steps into his windup. Here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
At the plate now, Bobby Doerr. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. Boston leads it 3-0. Brandon Workman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in the outfielder, Suzuki.
Number 31.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Set to deliver on 2-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
At the plate, Brett Boone, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. One there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. Ready now, Tino Martinez. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Misses with that one for ball 4, so that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Edgar Martinez, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First offering on its way. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Mike Cameron comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike two.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Fouled off.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And another foul ball. The 1-2. The hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Second and third here, one man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to one here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only one run.
Koji Hara enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Koji Hara.
Digging in, Kyle Seager. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. The 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
2-1 now.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Gets the sign, the 2-1. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they take the lead 4-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Randy Wynn. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
So here's Mike Zunino. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hara is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Smoke toward the hole. Throw, got him. What a play as the side is retired. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Arthur Rhodes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53, Arthur Rhodes.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, They might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Grounded to first. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 1-0. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Called a strike there, 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's the second out. Digging in, Ted Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Digging in now for the Mariners, Omar Vizquel. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Suzuki. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And now pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Popped him up. Fist is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Brett Boone, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1-1. swing and a liner. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, but they hang on to a one-run lead, 4-3. Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And digging in is the big-time power threat, Carl Yastrzemski. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 on its way. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Grounder down the line at third. Seager has it on to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now
at the plate, Fred Lynn. First offering on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, David Ortiz. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout.
Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Mariners are going to take home field advantage right back. They win Game 3 to go up 2-1 as this one is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Seattle Mariners have taken a 2-1 series lead. James Paxton earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Red Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.